All right, this is my funnel strategy for Pacifica Beauty in my MCO 307 class. So the brand Pacifica Beauty is a beauty brand that produces products like skincare and makeup. They are present on Twitter, which is what I'll be analyzing for my funnel. So their whole thing is that they're a vegan and cruelty-free brand. They're active on many social media sites. Twitter is one of them. So that's the one I'm focusing on today because I happen to sort of disagree with the way that they present on this site specifically because they give a lot more attention to the other ones, even though a lot of their audience happens to be active on Twitter. So here's some stats for their followers. And when they joined was in October 2010. They've had plenty of time to build a following, and they tweet 1 to 3 times per month, not usually consistently. Their last tweet was January 8th of this year. So the funnel, let's get to it. All right, number one here, awareness. So this brand identifies with an audience who takes interest in ethical issues like being cruelty-free and vegan and environmentally conscious. They're an ethics-based ethos, and they appeal to people who really like products that are concerned with being green and clean and those kinds of things. So here's some Twitter activity from them. So they post things like, oh, it's National Recycling Day. That was last year, and a little did you know thing. So this is going to appeal to people who go to that hashtag around that time period. So people who like to recycle that happen to like makeup might be interested in Pacifica. That's how they draw their awareness in this specific example. Next up, interest and consideration. So Pacifica urges people to consider their product because of benefits like being skin healthy and tested by dermatologists, not on animals. And it's sensitive skin friendly. It happens to be vegan. It doesn't happen to, it's very intentional actually. And they urge all these things through their social media sites. Twitter is one that they can improve. And then there's an example of a tweet there. It's pinned because they want people to see this. This is one of their more recent tweets, and they just want that to be, oh, you're on our Twitter. Here's the first thing you should see about us. Get you considering their product in those specific ways. Next up, evaluation and intent. So they lack Twitter activity that encourages potential customers to evaluate their intent to buy. Pacifica does have all kinds of deals and promotions and sales and things on their website that they could be posting on Twitter. And they do a lot of this on other sites like TikTok and Instagram, but they don't have a lot of activity with Twitter, which is kind of ironic to me considering that a lot of the people who use those other social media outlets are active on Twitter and also interested in products like theirs. Next is the conversion point. So obviously the conversion point for this type of business is when people buy the product. So when they buy through either Google Pay or PayPal or whatever else on their website, when they go through Twitter, when they go through Instagram, whatever, those are ways of a person going through the conversion point, becoming a customer who buys the product. So they have all kinds of different methods of payment on their website that they encourage. They try to offer variety to appeal to all kinds of audiences who may be interested in their product. Their specific audience on Twitter tends to gravitate towards online purchases, obviously. So that's great. That's another reason I think they need to become more active on Twitter. Loyalty and advocacy. So here is an example of a model / influencer person who last year did a deal, some type of promotional deal with Pacifica Beauty, and she's advocating out of loyalty because she likes the brand, right? So this person is advocating that, oh, hey, like it's vegan. I really, appreciate that they have options like that and it's good for you, it's a beauty product, advocating that. And then also just being loyal in the fact that maybe she's been a customer before, maybe this is her acting out of loyalty. So associating themselves with positive experiences like this, that is an act of loyalty. All right, the conclusion here, I do think that Pacifica Beauty is successful in moving consumers in general through their funnel. I do think, though, that they need to build consistency on their Twitter platform because they have this great opportunity to use that as a helpful tool in their business, like they've used other sites that I mentioned. So it's kind of like a wasted opportunity, I think. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and here are my credits.